Hello all. I will assume you are. I am back. I am bringing up AGS again. Uh, it's still saying 22% drop frames. I don't know. Anyway, hello. I will see 100% chance to summon Ivy, 20% chance to cause stream issues. Yep. Hello back. Hello. Hello all. Okay. I don't know how many of you are here. Is right now it says 0 viewers. Now it says less drop frames. Now it says 13, 14%. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. But I looked on my phone at the picture that Ben sent me, and Ifia looks huge in that one too. So I am guessing I'm supposed to scale her down. So I guess let's scale her down. And I'm going to put on some music, just because. Let's see. I was listening to Mozart earlier. I will continue to listen to some Mozart now. Let's see. I'll just put it on. There we go. Oh, good. We're back up to... We were at 21 before. Now we're at 19. 2 of you disappeared. I won't judge you, whoever you are. Okay. Alrighty, so let's do this. Let's scale her down. So I'm just gonna draw whatever I deem right, and then I'm just gonna scale her down, or scale them down. All right, so you need to go out this way. There's like a very narrow space they can walk through. Let's see, because you go here, it's too high. So they like... I'm gonna try it from there. Okay, whatever. You know, he's gonna give me a walk behind object eventually anyway. So I'm just gonna do my little own for now. Okay. And I need to connect these two, so I can walk from one into the other. Yeah, okay. It's a little funky, but it's okay. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, she is gonna have to be at a different size, isn't she? Alright, so what size? I'm gonna try, let's see. Scaling level. Let's change it to, I don't know, 80%. Let's see if that'll do. And then this will have to be 80% as well. Okay, let's see if that works. The 3-finger salute has solved the problem? What's the 3-finger salute? Okay, let's see. Oh, Control-Alt-Delete. She's a little small there. And Chloe is humongous, because she's not on the walkable area. Okay. It's not too bad. I don't have many animations to do in here. There's only one animation that needs to sync up with the background, but it's that Chloe kicks down the door. That's not hard to sync up, even if she's scaled. Now she looks a little too small, actually. So I'm gonna bring that scaling up to 90%. Okay, that should do it. And I'm going to bring Chloe down to the same Y position as Fia. Okay, so Chloe comes out. Nope, that's the wrong one. Via portal out, and then Chloe portal out. Where's Chloe drops through. Whoops. Okay. Right. We don't have any animations, any proper animations of Chloe yet. Okay. You want the outfit changing on the player's demand? Yeah, that wouldn't really work, because it's just one outfit per era. Why am I loading? And she comes down. That's 90%. That seems a little better. Whoops. Oh, wait, what? Why is Chloe's head in a different position? Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Alright. That should not have happened. That makes no sense. Chloe drops through. I mean, all scaling, like whenever I do scaling with characters, the head matches the scaling. That should all be fine. So why did that happen? Okay. Oh, Dave S. I know. I've met Dave S. a few times at Adventure X. Okay. That's so bizarre. Why did it do that? I need to actually watch the thing. Do I lose any quality sizing things down? It might. I don't know if I've ever actually tested the scaling with talking. That's something I've never actually tried. All right, I'm not gonna skip it this time, and I want to see what happens. Okay, but then it worked fine there. You know what? I think it might be. Probably placed Chloe there. And then alright, I'm going to try one thing. But weird thing is when she talks again, what I don't understand is that okay, when she first appears, her head is like, you know, about 100 pixels, 50 pixels above her neck, and then, but then the next time she talks, it's fine. See? Okay, here, I mean, and they both appear to be the same size, but here now she's fine. Now she's talking fine. So why did it not work there? That's what makes no sense. That's what doesn't make it. You know what? That's a bit. I'm gonna look into this later. I'm gonna look into that later because I just want to get assets into the game, and this is just taking too long. All right, so I'm gonna bring up my Trello again. What's next? All right. All right. So the landing point is in, and for those of you who were last time, I actually did change the button so it no longer says ass. Because I am mature and professional. Various Fia walk forwards. Oh yeah. There's a bunch of... Fia has like several different costumes. And for a bunch of them we don't have a walking forward yet. So I'm just... Yep, we don't have one for her, what I call chrono suit. Where she's like, this is what she wears to time travel. And I use the unavowed sprite here as a placeholder. So I'm just going to import that in. It's all pretty easy, simple stuff. Thank y'all for joining me. It's a small group today, and that's okay. What am I doing? Right. All skies, graphics, characters, via chrono suit, walk forward. Here we go. So now I go to the view, characters, Fia, suits, chrono suit, chrono, and now I can these, and then put in this. Boop, 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 boop. Wow, these are long animation cycles. Bring that back, and now I can delete all of these because I don't need them. Be gone, foul placeholder. And now bring in the back. Fia got back, as I like to say. Remove all that, and then bring it in. Okay, now remove all these. Okay, and I think she did her kind of future, what I call civilian outfit, like when she's off duty. Yeah, she walks to the side, she doesn't walk forward or back. So let's do forward. Whoops, dang it. Or I call it Fia frontal, which is a terrible word for it. Forward. And then back. I know there's a bunch of chat. I just want to focus on this for just a bit. Alright, so let's get her. I love that you can zoom in on it now. It's still kind of chunky looking because these sprites have used a lot of alpha channels and anti-aliased edges, and this doesn't really display those well. But for just sort of being able to tell what the individual sprites are, it's great. Because it used to be like this, like you can't see it. There's no way you can tell what those sprites are because they're so small. This was fine back in the days when like the average sprite was maybe 10 pixels high, but now, you know, you can go as close as you want. Okay. Maybe not 10 pixels high, but pretty small. I think that's all the ones we need. We got the 2020 forward and back. No, we don't have that one. Do we have that one for going back? Did Ben do that one? For 2020. Walk back. Here we go. Okay. Normally the walk cycles are the first thing you do, but when you've got like about 7 different versions of the same character, you kind of leave them for a while. Let's see. Chrono Suit 2020 suit, which is really 2024, because when I started working on this, I optimistically assumed that the pandemic would be over by 2024. I am not so optimistic about that anymore. Loud, disgruntled, world-weary sigh. Okay, she does not walk front or back with the prohibition suit. So let's see here. Front. Did he do those? I think he did all of them. Let me see. Walk forward. Here we go. Okay. Oops. Okay, that's fine. There's a quicker way of doing this, but weirdly enough, it's like sometimes less mentally taxing just to do it the longer, more annoying way than to do it the proper way. Okay. Like the proper way, if I wanted to do it the proper way, it would be like this. I would do all sprites from folder, and then navigate to it, and then all the sprites from this folder, and pick the first frame. Then I delete the first frame in there. Now it's done. That's technically quicker, but I just wasn't in the mental space to do all that stuff. And I think that's all the Fias we have. So I'm gonna see if they work. Black Widow Fia. That actually, she's based on one of the characters from Dark Matter, which is a wonderful sci-fi show. I'm going to mute this. There we go. It's really, really fun. Sadly, it only lasted, I think, 2 seasons or 3 seasons before then it got canceled, sadly. But the character, I think, they each gave each other numbers. I think she was 5. She often wore this outfit, and I based this outfit off of her. Or rather, I told Ben to base the outfit off of her. Okay, so this is my test room. You can see all my little things here. So here she's walking. That's her in her future outfit, and she's walking up and down. That's good. So let's change her suit. There she goes. She's walking. She's walking. She's walking. I didn't bother with walk behinds here because it's just to test out animations. Okay, and then now she's walking. Good. And she is walking here. She's walking here. Good. She barely, like I noticed when testing the game, she barely does walk up or down, but in this we have nothing for yet, so I'm not even going to bother with that one. Okay, so that's all in. Hooray! Now I see some chat. What's in the chat? Black Widow Fia. The opposite of frontal should be backle. Let's make that a thing. Might have to add a mask to all the sprites. I guess that would be an internal AGS thing. I wouldn't know anything about that. I paid for the mouse with 1 million click guarantee, and by God, you should be able to use them all. Yes! Click, 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 click. Alrighty, so that's all that. Wow, look at all these sprites. Alright, what's next? Okay. Unimplemented art assets. Various Fia walk forwards. I can't say let's asset anymore, can I? Background animations for Pi Sycamore Studio. Oh yeah, Ben did a lot of those. That room is a bit complex. Let's see. I will show you what it looks like. Alright, first of all, I'm going to mute. Let's see. How do I get to Pi Sycamore? She's an artist. Let's see. Where is it? Oh my god. I need to find a better way of zapping myself to rooms. The standard, I have so many rooms and they're all over the place, like, that I need to roll my own because this is, what's the number? Oh god dang it. Okay. Time doesn't pay. Art studio. It's 25. Room 25. Bam. Okay. So it starts off, you're in this dark room. You have to move this painting, turn on the lights, and then there is a blanket here. There's a crank under the blanket. You move the handle, you put it in here, and she's in the wrong space, and then you turn the handle, and then that goes up. Okay, so let's put all that in, shall we? Okay. Let's see. Old Skies, graphics, rooms, Pi Sycamore Studio. Where is it? Here, Pi Studio. Oh, and the walls scroll up. Blank canvas, Fia's paint. Okay, here we go. Okay. There's a few. He didn't do the blanket or anything yet, but that can wait. All right. So first of all, let's put the elevator in there. All right, elevator. Oops. Hello. Elevator. Okay, elevator. So it starts off closed, and then he opens it. Okay. which is the opposite of the way I have it. So I'm going to have to redo that. Okay, no biggie. I start it open and then the animation closes it, I think. Yes. Yeah. So he did it the opposite the way of my placeholder, which is fine. It's fine. Time doesn't pay. Where's the elevator? Oh, whoops. Right. Okay. Alright. I kept the placeholder stuff here, so I knew where it was, but I wanted to move it. So this is V Art Elevator. And alright, that is Time Doesn't Pay. Oh, this music. God, I love it. Yes. Okay. And the image is 6265. Okay. 6265. Now let's line this sucker up. Alright. Alright, you, my friend, go here. I believe that's it. Yep. Okay, so alright, so how I think I have it now is I have a walk behind over this wall, and it'll have to be that painting as well. Thanks, Ben. So she starts off here and she walks through. Okay. But I needed to start closed, so it's gonna be this one. Do I have walk behind? Right. This walk behind is gonna be over here. Okay, first of all, I need to remove the object. Boop. There we go. So let's... Okay. Alright, now this is going to be the toughie. You know, it doesn't have to be exact unless you're really, really looking closely. You're not going to notice if she clips before, like behind or around like one of these little edges here. It's the beauty of such a high resolution. Okay. Maybe you will. Let's see. When we test it out, we shall see. All right. So the baseline is where? Down here. No, the baseline needs to be higher up. Excuse me. Baseline needs to be right about here. And all right. What next? Okay. So she comes in. Where's Via? Where does she start? She starts over here. that's not how I want this. Because with this, she could just walk over there whenever she wants, and that's no good. So I'm going to make an additional walkable area and cut off a part of it. Okay. So she starts over here. That's where she is, 25. I'm just trying to think ahead, because she walks in and out, and another character walks in and out. Should I make this a function so I don't have to keep redoing this over and over again? Yes, I should. Because another character walks in and out of the elevator, and okay, I'm going to make this into a function. I have a little cutscene function here, so let's see. Import function ra pi Vader. Pi Vader. Whoops, and I misspelled function. I'm gonna move this closer to the top. Nah, it doesn't matter where it is, does it? This is like the, go to sleep song. Okay, so the first thing you want is to be, first of all, I'm going to get rid of a whole bunch of these tabs because I don't need them. All of these views of Fia. Goodbye. Okay, so she's going to start off here. I need to set it up also with a certain character. Okay. Okay, no. I'm not going to do it that way. Character. This character. I think it has to be a pointer. I'm not sure. I'm never entirely. The great thing about AGS is that if you're not, it'll always crash if you use pointers wrong. So in other languages it won't. It'll just work badly. So if I got that wrong, it'll just say, "Hey, wrong. This is wrong. You're a Warner Brothers cartoon character who was falling asleep." You know what? Me too. I'm gonna just fast forward through that. Oh my god, yeah, this is all... Alright, let me see what we got here. I'm gonna change this, because holy crap, this is getting a little... Alright. I have a mix of relaxing instrumental music. Let's see. I'm trying to find stuff that, like, the copyright algorithm won't grab. Here we go. Piano music. Relaxing piano music. Here we go. Okay, this is nice. Oh, yeah, now it's gonna... this game is at the point where it takes forever to compile because it's big. It's just getting so big. I'm only halfway through making it. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oops, you're getting... Here's some dialogue if you really want to, be spoiled. I'm trying to avoid accidental spoilers, but if you deliberately go look for stuff, I can't exactly stop you. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, Pi Sycamore Studio. So, wait, why? Oh, I basically wanted to see if I did the pointers correctly. Yeah, there's no way this is actually going to work. Okay, so, yeah, that's all I wanted. I wanted to see if the pointers worked. if I didn't do the pointers correctly, the game wouldn't have compiled. So that's why I did that. So okay, Fia's going to start from here. Cutscenes. So this character, place at that position, and they are going to face right. Okay, and the first thing that's going to happen is the elevator doors are going to open. So the first thing I need to do is set up the view for the elevator, which is currently incorrect. Excuse me. So objects, elevator. Oh, elevator. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. VR elevator. Oh, actually, that is correct. Okay. So right now it is set to the first frame of that animation, which says the door is open. So that's no good. I want it to be closed. So I'm going to set it to frame 7. There we go. Wait, I think loop 0, frame 7. There we go. Okay. So now you go into the room, it starts off closed. Perfect. So when you walk in, place Fia there, and now I can't call, I have to use its object number because I'm not doing it in the room script. Those of you who use AGS know how annoying that is. So it's object 0. So object 0, animate, loop 0, give it a delay of, I have an average speed, which usually covers everything. Do it once, block, and I gotta run it backwards so it opens. Okay. So they walk out. They walk out. I want them to go like here. So, okay. So this character will walk to there. Let's not make it blocking. Okay. Well, the first thing I need to do is turn on that that other walkable area that I created. So that would be walkable area 2. Okay. So restore walkable area 2. Okay. Okay. So then at a certain point, let's see. So let's say when they get over to here, that elevator door closes. So when they get to X position of 270, okay, while this car's X position is less than 270, wait, and then when they get to that point, they, oh wait, I think I have an elevator playing sound. Let me see. I thought I had an elevator playing sound. Do I? Alright. A art elevator play. Okay. Yes. Alright, so that plays, and the door opens, they walk in, and now I play that same animation forwards to close it. And let's make it not blocking. And that should do it. Okay. Let's see how that works. And let's see how I completely screwed that up, shall we? Alright, I see some chat first of all. Let's see. The game has loads of fairly complex animations going on. This isn't so complex, really. It's just I do elevators all the time, so it's not all that complex. I've done worse ones. Has any music been written for Old Skies? A little bit. A little bit, not a lot. Thomas has been a little overwhelmed with stuff, so he hasn't written a lot. But I know once he gets going, he will. He'll catch up. Buffer exceeded, so I forgot a semicolon or a closing brace somewhere. All right. Aha! Boop. There we go. And also AGS makes things more... Sometimes it makes things a little more difficult than it needs to be. The annoying thing about AGS is how, in order to test anything, I have to recompile the game and play it. And something like Unity, you can kind of... God, Dave. You can kind of change things on the fly and see instantly how it works. Not AGS. You got to kind of keep running the game to see your changes in action, and it is one of the more annoying things about the engine, I have to admit. And that didn't work at all. That did not work at... Oh, because I didn't call the friggin' function. That would help, wouldn't it? If I called the function that I just spent all that time making. Okay. Alright, so first of all, let's get rid of all this. Oh, and I got the elevator object is not visible. Ah, okay, that would help, wouldn't it? So let's make it, it's object 0. Okay. Visible equals true. And then that has to block. Alright. Okay, so now let's call, okay, RA art, wait, why isn't it calling? RA, it's pi, that's why. RA pi Vader, and the character is Fia. So let's see if that works. And that didn't work at all. Okay. Why didn't you work? Why didn't you work? Let me see here. Okay. Why didn't you work? Alright, so. Alright, place there, play the sound, turn on the elevator. It animates backwards, and it's blocking, so it should just happen, right? Oh, wait, is there a walk behind there? No, okay. Is there another object? No. Okay. Because I saw something move. I'm going to do something crazy. Give it a baseline of something ridiculous, like 10,000, and see if I see it. See if I see it appear. Okay, it got moved somewhere else. Okay, that's probably due to scripting. Let's take a look. I probably, during the placeholder stage, I probably used script to put the elevator somewhere. So let's see. Yes, here we go. Elevator, set position. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay. There's probably a reason for it. This was like 2 years ago when I coded that, so I'm sure there was a reason for it. Bam! Alright. Except I think she needs to be a little lower. Let's try that again, but a little lower, Fia. A little lower, Fia. Okay. Let's bring her way to the bottom there. She would be... okay. 819. Okay, that's good. Alright, that's one thing down. Alright. Alright, so Ben needs to fix that. Okay. Boop, boop, beep, 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 bloop. Okay, so next we're going to put in the curtain. The curtain. Actually, I changed it to it's a wall panel, which you probably should have. It's a little plain. I wondered if you should put some art on it because it looks a little plain. But let's see how it looks at the game. Okay. Where'd it go? Curtain, curtain, curtain. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Let's move that. There's a lot of placeholder things here that Ben needs to fix, but that time is not now. Okay. Okay. That looks about right. Let's take a look. Alright. Zoom in as far as I can, and let's change it to the last frame so I can compare it. Okay. That looks right to me. Okay. Now let's change the crank. Move that back. That's still a placeholder object. I need to move the curtain, which is no longer a curtain, but give that a baseline of, I don't know, 500. Yeah. Oh, I know why I moved the elevator and stuff to the in the script. Because it was always getting in the way, and the curtain was always getting in the way. So I always had to keep. Long story. Okay. But I see I have to set the curtain as well. So somewhere, here we go. Nope, that all looks right. Alright, now I gotta change the view for the curtain. Starts off down and goes up. Yep, that is correct. Okay. Alright, I see some chat. I hear someone mention bad jokes. This track is probably not in the game, but somehow it is canon. Oh, I get it. I get it now. I get it. Primary job of a curtain is to get in the way. No kidding. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's see how that looks. Let's see how that works. Fia walks in. Yeah, that looks terrible. Okay, that is completely in the wrong position. How did that happen? Okay, first of all, let's... Alright. I think I may have... Okay, let me just double check the script. I may have... here we go. Yep, I set the exposition in the script. Exposition, as opposed to descriptive text. There we go. Except it's no longer a curtain. Now it's just a wall panel, which makes the room look a little bit more plain than it did. I need to talk to Ben about that, because I'd like to... I think it should have something on it to make it... Because now that looks too much like a panel on the wall, doesn't it? So let's see, I move this to get the crank. Not that it's a hard puzzle, but it's still... Whoops. Okay. She does a little wiggle there because she called it the wrong animation. Okay. Alright, first of all, I'm going to make that unclickable. And then... So there's a canvas behind it, which needs fiddling with. Okay, this whole room needs fiddling with. But I got the asset I wanted to in, so I'm going to leave it for now. Alright. What next? Human Nazo Talkie. Okay, a character named Nazo now talks. Okay. Ben did some talking animations for a character. Let's see here. Talk. Oh, he did a whole bunch of emotions too. Sweetness. Okay. Sup bacterium. Bacterium underscore. Yeah. Okay. Been a while since I've made a character talk, and I'm trying to remember how to do it. It's been a while. Alright, let's shoot Nazo. He's got two different versions of himself. He's got, I don't know why I called it clean. It's more human. Actually, there is a reason why I called him clean. It's a long story that is no longer relevant. Alright. Oh yeah, I used his... Okay, yeah. What is this? Wait a minute. What? That's not right. The future. Chronozen. Nazo. Here we go. That's going to be confusing as crap. Alright, I need to... Apparently I started importing Nazo's frames into one folder, and then eventually I started moving them into another. That's going to be super confusing. But fortunately, since I'm importing new stuff, I can just say it's this one. Okay. Alright, so his default talking is this. Neutral. Here's his neutral. Import all of that. And I'll have to delete the first two. Nazo. Clean cut. Oh yeah, because in an older version of the game, there were two versions of Nazo. There was one where he was, professional, clean cut, slicked back hair, not a hair out of place, and then midway through the game, he's kind of a little more burnt out and tired and all rough. That's not in the game anymore. So he's clean cut the entire way. So he's either a hologram or he's human. Meaning you see him, he's that floating head you sometimes see in the screenshots. Okay. Clean body. He's got a clean body. Nazo expressions. So, yeah, this is the main reason why I wanted to be able to zoom into the frames. Because how could you see what that is? You can't. So I have to zoom into it like that. Anyway, I'm gonna import the rest of the frames in the folder and then remove the first two. And you can see if this lip syncs okay. Because I have a lip sync test as well. This should automatically lip sync, assuming I did it right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 9. Looks like there's 9 frames. So it's on frame 8, which adds the 0. Anyway, okay, angry. Bring in angry. Bring in the angry Nazo. Okay. I love that name. I don't know where I came up with Nazo. I just felt it was something like just a weird name that you would probably get in the future. I don't know. I was just trying to think of names that, sounded like a name, but not something that like a modern person would use. Of course, then what is Fia? Fia is not exactly a strange name. Although I originally called her Fia because I was thinking of F names for future. Because I'm clever and subtle and good at my job. Oh yeah. I originally took Ben's sprites and added my own little placeholder expressions to them. You can see the way I did surprise was I just stuck googly eyes on him. Oh. Now Nazo's sad. And then he smiles. Happy Nazo. Smile, yes. I don't know if any of you have played the Jam game that that this game is kind of a distant descendant of. But a voice actor named Edwin Tiong played Nazo there, and I'm hoping he'll be able to play him again. Let's see, so that's 5 expressions, good. Excuse me. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 expressions here. Alright, so now let's see if that works. It should all just work because I already programmed. Oh my god, I'm forgetting how to talk. It's already programmed in with the right views and everything, so I just updated the views, so it should just theoretically work. Wait a minute. Why is... Okay. That should be able to be deleted. Let's see. I didn't delete the first 2. At least I don't think I did. Hold up. Okay, that's all good. All good now. I don't know if you guys realize what I just did. I'm deleting the spare, my old placeholder emotion frames, because we don't need them. But it won't let you do it if the frame is in an animation view. But it's a good thing I checked, because it would have stayed in. You assumed there was a backstory? I mean, his name is Frank Nazarelli. That's the story. All right, let's see. Go into my testing room. Set test character Nazo. Okay. Test the talking. Testing my talking animation. Now testing my talking animation, but angry. Holy shit, this is my surprise voice. Now I am sad. I am... Okay. Alright, so that worked. First of all, I want to mute this. Oh, whoops. Ah, dang it. Alright, well, I'm gonna lip sync him, because he should just lip sync already. This is using some voiceover from the Jam game of Old Skies.
It's called Freedom, Thea. Hey, Nazo, you still keeping those skin mags under the rug? Listen, I know how to live under the radar. I spent years studying this stuff, same as you.
It worked out pretty well.
3 years, I didn't make a single blip in the time stream.
I don't know if y'all can hear that.
One. That's bull. And you know it. That was the idea. 2 months. Took that long, huh? I've been careful. More than careful.
Whoops. Okay. Let's try him with the female just to see.
Nazo, you read. All bits present and accounted for.
That works.
Where's the client? Bloody typical. He knows he's not getting his deposit back, right? Blast it. Too late. We've missed our window. The locals just arrived. Blast it. Blasted a Helen back, that bloody idiot. Joe Anderson did a runner. What do? He didn't just take it off. It's broken. Yes, Nazo. That's bad. He did, but you can track him, right? You do know where he is. I know. On it. Stand by, Nazo.
Oh, looks good. So yeah, he still walks with Kevin Huang's animation from Unavowed, because there's no walking for him yet. Okay, so yay, Nazo can talk as a human. Haven't quite done the I kind of had it in my head that we'd keep Nazo's hologram not talking, but then Ben tried to make it work, and I'm curious to see what he did. So up here, okay, he had talk, so he has a cutout. Oh my gosh, this is not going to be easy. Alright, so talk neutral. Alright, so that, he's talking, and then the cutout, what is the cutout for? Oh, that's for the little effect underneath him. Okay, that is going to be a pain in the butt, Ben. Okay, whatever, let's see. But really cool if I can pull it off. That'll be wicked cool if I could pull it off. Because right now, yeah. Okay, I can do this. Okay, I think I can do this. But let me see what else is there here. Stop doing cool things, Ben. You're giving Dave more work to do. Not necessarily. I mean, how dare he? He wants to make it look awesome, and frankly, how dare he? Putting the music back on. Why isn't music playing? There we go. Okay. Alright, this is going to take some time to tackle. You know what? I'm gonna hold off on that. There's some scripting bugs here that I want to work on as well. Because my short-term goal is to make this section of the game playable. It's ugly as crap because it's all placeholder art. But when I played through it this morning, I found a bunch of bugs. So you can't exit the flat in April. Okay. There is, let's see, April. Flat interior. I forgot to set, he's a guy sleeping on the bed. I forgot to set a hotspot to exit the room because I'm a moron. Let's see. Problem with the high resolution, you could barely see the line used to draw things. Again, this is some of this legacy stuff. The engine expects, 320 by 240 is big enough for anybody. Why would you want to go higher than that? All right, so now it's an exit, and it's a pot. You can interact with it. So you interact with it, and you go over here. See Fia walk over there, and then she goes to room. Actually, change room. Okay, so this is April, so that's nighttime. 1870. You go out to the fish market from there. Fish, exterior, nighttime. See why this is confusing, right? Alright, so now this I want to move to fixed, because it's a bug that's fixed, not an asset that was imported. Simon's body should remain at the site. Okay, slight spoiler, sorry. But you don't know who Simon is, and by the time this game comes out, you're gonna forget. And it's time travel, so things change. Multiple timelines, things change. Okay, so go to where that body is, which is at the house by the side of the road. Okay. Okay. Simon. Place Simon here. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Nope. All right. The problem here is that when you feel like you played this room off Newgrounds back in the good old days with the placeholder line art. Problem here is that, like, because it's a time travel story, and this mission involves, like, characters being dead and then not dead, and then, like, changing, so many things, all these things change depending on, like, time travel stuff. Keeping track of it all can be a pain. So, let's see. All right. So, all right, here we go. Okay, that should do it. Okay, that should do it. He needs to be put here and at loop 8. And then if he's alive, this just gets, if he's not dead, it gets rewritten by other stuff. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that should fix that. But I'm not going to test it because that is a bit spoilery, so I'm going to mark it as fixed. And this is also placeholdery. Okay, minute in April, deleted dialogue option. Oh yeah, sometimes when I delete a dialogue option, but it's in the middle of the, like, I'll show you. Let's see. Is it? Yeah, sometimes if I delete a dialogue option, but it's in the middle of the chunk, I just replace it with deleted, and then if I want to, so that way I know I can use it later if I want to, but for some reason it was showing up in the game, and that's no good. So at some point I have turning on option 5, and it should not. Here we go. All right. If Simon April option has been chosen, 11. Okay, what is that? If you say, where are you going to go? Aha! Don't need to bother with that, because that puzzle was cut. I did mention that I changed this mission around so many times. So many times that, like, there's so much legacy stuff in there. Like, the characters talk about something that only was relevant to a previous version of the story. So I want to get this playable so people can test it and tell me, this doesn't make any sense. And I'd be like, oh yeah, that's because it doesn't, and I can fix it. I'm desperately trying to get this done. Anyway. My college was only a few blocks from Newgrounds during its peak. Oh, cool. I feel like I feel so like the Flash was such a powerful tool for so many people. It made animation so accessible and so shareable, and it was such a great tool. And then we just collectively decided, no, we're actually not gonna. I know there were problems with it. I know security wise it wasn't very good, but rather than trying to fix that, we just collectively decided to get rid of it, and then that was that. Um, I think that kind of sucks. Simon should be further away from Minna before she insults him. Oh yeah, okay, let me see that scene in action. I used to love I used to be a real fan of a bunch of webtoons back in the day. I think it was Keen Toons, the offshoot of Keen Spot. I used to love like Bonus Stage and um, Evil Josh and Billy and Robot Box and Cactus, that kind of stuff. I used to love those. Um, Crap, what was it? What room number was it? Got too many. Food stand, October. Here we go. All right, so and her baseline's screwy. That I need to fix it. So he's supposed to walk off. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. He needs to be farther away from her before she says her line. Okay, no problem. Okay. Of course, this is all going to change once I have the real art, because I don't know where characters are really going to be standing. But for testing purposes, it's okay. Also, let's minute baseline. Why is her baseline not where I need it to be? Okay, I'll try to make her baseline like 20. 20, I guess. All right. Okay. While Simon X position is less than, I guess, Minna's X plus 200 when he's... Wait. And then she says her line. Let's try that. Homestar Runner never really makes a comeback. They release like a new thing every year. One new thing. They did a Halloween adventure game, which was like basically... You know how every year the Homestar Runner characters dress up and they stand on the field and they talk about their costumes? The game is basically Homestar dressed up as someone, I think probably Graham or some adventure game character, trying to find all of the other Homestar Runner characters so they could all go to the field and talk about their costumes. And when you find the other characters, they're all dressed up as other adventure game characters, which I thought was cool. Oh yeah, the hand. But they didn't have any characters from one of my games. I was very disappointed. Very disappointed. Crap, what room was it? It was room number 42. Alright, that's fine. I'll make him go a little farther. I don't know why I'm even bothering with this, because I'm going to be changing that in like... As soon as Ben gives me the final art, that's all going to become irrelevant. But, as I said, for testing purposes, that's why I'm doing it. Minna needs to be behind food stand. I fixed that as well. Update dialogue to reflect the barking dog. That's dialogue. I'll do that later. Update bar puzzle so you rewind outside. That's way too much work for right now. I'm going to do that when I have more time. Hotspot detection. That's also I need more time. Talking to Chloe in the bar, her dialogue options don't come up. That is a good point. That was annoying. Let me see. Whoops. Okay, so in the pub day, if it's below, it's done the Simon loop. Okay, Chloe bar start. Should work. Okay. There's no reason why it shouldn't work. Okay. options. Chloe bar. Okay, it's all there. Oh! Now I remember. Okay. Now I know why. Okay. Three dialogue, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Because those options do not get turned off. Okay. My option on 30. Yeah, right here. Okay. And then it stops, so that should be okay. That's exactly what I want, right? Okay, that fixed it. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to leave it here just in case. Okay. If you talk to Chloe in bar, move Fia to Chloe's right, or at least move her so she doesn't cover Clancy. Okay, that's easy enough. When she's talking to Chloe, she's a little too far away from him, so she covers up another character. So I'm going to move her 50 pixels. That should cover that. Easy. I don't really need to test it. Testing it involves, like, way too much. There's certain bits when you want to test a certain bit, but, like, it requires so much effort just to zap the game to that specific bit. You're like, I'll test it when I get to it. Tooltip for Simon. Simon doesn't have a tooltip. Okay, that's my mistake. Let's give him a tooltip, shall we? Let's see. Character descriptions. I need to give him a proper description, but for now, I'll just give him a proper Simon. There we go. Excuse me. Okay, what's next? Dialogue options don't come up. Oops. Tooltip for Simon, that's done. Okay, closing up to Simon kicked the ball. Okay, yeah. There's a bit where, just for placeholder purposes, there's a bit where this character walks into a room and kicks something with his foot, and it's not clear in placeholder form, so I just wanted to add a little message saying, this is what happened. Let's see. Okay, where is it? Okay. Okay, it's the first time. Else D bar loop. No, that's not it. Okay, here we go. Okay, the object moves. So I'm just putting a little display message saying Simon kicks ball with his foot. Bam. So now when the testers play the game, they'll know what the heck is going on, because it's not clear based on that. Okay. Add dialogue, exiting conversation with Chloe leads to the transformation conversation happening again. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can trigger that. I see some chat. Before I test, I'm just going to scroll up and see some of the chat. Let's see. Homestar Runny posts on YouTube every so often. Yeah, because they can't use Flash. You still use Flash for interactive dashboards, but you can't use it in a web browser, right? Like, it's just not supported anymore, as far as I know. Not to put more work on your plate, but it'd be nice to have Fia's eyes blink in the main menu. You know, one thing at a time. It also would be nice to have her blink in the game. The one thing I really want to do, and Ben says he's up for it, is depending on where you are in the game, her outfit on the main menu will change. And I like that idea a lot. Adding blinking on top of that, unless maybe we can make it work. I don't know. Um, Homestar Runner did a point-and-click series of games with Telltale. Yeah, I only played the last one of those. I only played the Trogdor one. I never played the others. Everyone did a series with Telltale. I didn't. I didn't do one. I love Telltale Batman. I liked the Telltale Batman. I liked it a lot, actually. It was one of the more unique interpretations of the Joker I think I've ever seen. I really enjoyed that one. I played to the Back to the Future ones, and I thought they were pretty good. So did I. I enjoyed them. Like individually, I don't think they were like really that great, but taken as a whole and as like a Back to the Future 4, I liked it a lot. It felt like a Back to the Future 4. I liked it a lot. And hearing Christopher Lloyd was just incredible. One of the few Telltale games I haven't played yet since I couldn't run it on my old rig. I guess I should play it now that I've upgraded. I've always liked Telltale's games, most of them. The only series of theirs I never liked, I didn't like was, I didn't like their Game of Thrones game. And that's only because, and I only decided I didn't like it when I finished it, because it was obvious they had no intention of, like, anything paying off. They just were making it up as they went along, and, like, nothing's resolved, absolutely, it's just everything is just left hanging, and it wasn't even, I'm okay with the to be continued, but when it just ends, it's like you know when there's a proper ending. There's like one story is finishing while another one is starting, and like that's the proper way of doing it. But they just ended it. It's like, nope, things are chaotic, we're just ending it. Stay tuned for season 2, which one happened. That annoyed me. How are you finding Adventure Game Studio? Is it scaling to your games? I mean, you can see how I'm managing. I use it because I don't know how to use anything else. It knows exactly what I want to make, and I could just focus on making it as opposed to learning the tools. I tried learning Unity once, and it broke my brain. I just couldn't. I just stuck with the tried and true because I didn't want to have to spend all this time learning something new. And it works. It's got issues, but so does any engine. Any engine has issues. So it works. I'm sticking with it for now. My favorite Telltale is Tales from the Borderlands. That was so effing good. I loved Tales from the Borderlands. It is, I agree, it's my favorite. It's so good. It was light years beyond anything I was expecting. And I had never played a Borderlands game before. I never played the shooter. And I think I got it for a plane ride just to see, and I just loved it. It was funny, it was heartfelt, it was engaging, and it was fun. And apparently, like, it was one of the few series where the higher-ups at Telltale just kind of let the writers off the leash. They didn't really do any major supervision, and it's like the tightest, most, like, satisfying of their games. Even the intros. Like the intro credits, and I always say an adventure game shouldn't have an intro credit sequence. Tales from the Borderlands is the exception. If you play them, you know why. I played so many great games made in AGS and have a fondness for it. Sort of like how people still love the old Sierra Creative Interpreter. I guess, yeah. I've sort of like got a thing about like, I hope nostalgia's not the only reason why you play our games. I really do. But I'm glad you like them. This is neat, watching a dev stream. I play so many AGS games. Ha! Thank you, Serix. Thank you so much. Oh, I like the outfit idea. So do I. We'll trade blinking animation for Lauren cameo. The outfit idea is very on brand. Yeah, I did some things like that for Unavowed, where depending on who was a member of your team at the time, you see them on the opening menu, and that was fun. Blasphemy? I don't know what that's referring. I really like the Telltale Game of Thrones. Oh, well, you know what? Everyone's got their opinion on stuff. I shouldn't say it's bad, just that I personally didn't like it much. Tales from the Borderlands is so good, yes. And I'm at the end of the chat. Okay. I've only been playing adventure games since about 2017. Oh my god! You know what? I'm so glad to hear that. Because I was once chatting with a voice actor friend of mine named Sally Beaumont, who is going to probably play Fia, and she's known for like being the adventure game voice actor. You know, she loves adventure games. Ivy Dupler, same thing. You know, a lot of these, I speak to a lot of these like voice actors who just love doing adventure games, but they've never played a Sierra game. They've never played LucasArts. It's all like stuff in the last 10, 15 years. And I think that's awesome. I think that is so cool because like if you follow me on Twitter or you read interviews with me, I take a bit of an issue with like nostalgia and how these games must be like the way they were back when, or things like that, being compared to games from the early 90s, that kind of thing. And so when I hear that, you know, people who are known for being adventure game fans, but they've never played Sierra or LucasArts, I think that's really cool. I just think, yes, that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm going back to playing the classics. A lot of them, you know, they're worth playing for sure, and I'm certainly inspired by them. But I think there's a lot of rose-tinted glasses involved with a lot of that. I'm glad at least WEG's side of things have moved beyond nostalgia. I mean, it certainly started out that way. Blackwell was certainly me trying to do Gabriel Knight, but then I kind of moved beyond that as well. Just, you know, I'm not trying to be Sierra. I'm just making the games I want to make. And I'm forgetting what I'm testing now. What did I just fix? Oh yeah, wait. Dang it. What was it that I was just fixing? Oh yeah, the exiting conversation with Chloe. You know, this is very unusual. We got 28 viewers now. We have more viewers like 2 hours in than when we started. That rarely happens. So hello, new people. I don't know if I was rated and didn't notice, but what am I doing? All right, Chloe. All right. Okay. So now what tends to happen is I speak to her again, and nope. Okay, it worked fine there. I'm gonna have to test it a bit to make. I kind of like that scaling. That scaling works, even though they're not fully scaled. I have to talk to Ben about that. Okay, what's next? I can't really test it unless I remove a disable streaming mode, and I really want to avoid spoilers. So I'll fix that bug on my own later. Anything else here? Okay, nothing that I have the energy for right now, and wow. Let's see. Recent game by. I want to play Perfect Tides so bad. I haven't picked it up yet, but I really want to play Perfect Tides. What's funny is that the developer, the writer, she's sort of like, I read her like bio, and she like had a parallel life to me. She grew up on Long Island, and then moved to the city and lived in Brooklyn, but then she moved out of Brooklyn, moved out of New York. So we no longer live parallel lives, but the game takes place on Long Island, and so I'm very much curious to play that one. You almost wrote the music for that, James? That's really neat. Meredith wanted something different from what I envisioned, and I didn't want her to be unhappy. James puts other people's happiness first all the time. He is such a good person. I love Sierra and LucasArts, but not all adventure games need to be like them to be great. No, and you could tell, like, even the games back then that were trying to be like Sierra and LucasArts never quite managed. They never quite got there because they were just trying to copy them. So, like, if companies that had actual like budgets and staff couldn't do it right back then, I don't think we're going to be able to do it now. So just do your own thing. Do your own thing. Speaking of doing your own thing, I've been doing this for 2 hours. My throat is dying, so I think I'm gonna call it here. It feels weird doing that because like I see the view count going up, which is unusual. It seems wrong to stop the stream when the numbers are going up. I have not played Gibbous. I'm familiar with the devs and I hang out with them at events and stuff, but I have not played it. I don't play many adventure games, sadly. I just kind of I don't know. It's this thing of I play an adventure game and it's either oh wow I could do so much better than this, or oh god I could never do better than this, and I will get sad either way. So it's hard to let myself go and just be like to let go of like the designer developer brain and just enjoy it. I find that very difficult to do when playing another adventure game, so I don't play that many. But anyway, yes, bye bye everybody, thank you for coming. I will hopefully do this again soon. Thank you.